I want to talk about that. My granddaughters don't take me nowhere.
All right, hey everybody. We are doing a natural hair journey, and this is going to be episode family edition. All right, today is Thanksgiving, and this is my twin sister Tammy, my grandmother, and my beautiful mother. All right, so this episode is going to be focusing on.
Why you said beautiful grandma?
Beautiful grandmother.
It is family.
Oh my goodness, this is
Okay. Good afternoon. It's Thanksgiving, and we are at the residence, and we are doing our episode Natural Hair Journey and Family Edition. Yes, that is correct. What do you think about your curly hair?
I love my curly hair, but sometimes I wish it was straightened. Because sometimes it can be stressing, it really makes me stressed, it makes me mad, and it also just makes me cut.
So, when did you start feeling this way about your hair?
When I was 5.
When you were 5. How old are you now?
9.
9. House. So, this episode we are focusing on natural hair. All right, grandmother, we're going to start with you. Are you natural? Do you consider yourself natural?
Yes, I do. And the reason I say it like that is because I do not have chemicals on my hair, but I use hard iron.
Flat, like a hot comb?
Well, I use a pressing comb and electric curlers, and also flat iron.
Okay, so you don't color your hair at all?
I was speaking of the straightening in the hair.
Okay. So
I don't use chemicals.
No relaxer.
No relaxers.
So grandmother, when okay, so did you ever wear your hair in a fro?
I did.
Okay.
Back in the 60s and 70s, mostly in the 70s, when the afro was very popular with blacks. And I did, but then after so long, I got tired of that. I wanted to go back to the way I wear my hair now.
So what did you think about the fro back then? Like,
I thought it was real cool. I mean, to be honest, that was the thing. You go afros, and then after, in the 80s, a lot of people, I won't say all, we just went to using relaxers, and we got away from wearing our hair in an afro. But so now I see the younger generation, we're going back to the way the natural. But it's not the way we wore the natural. It just was like, I'll say if I washed my hair now, it would really go back to the way the afro looked. But like now,
there's a lot more products.
It's a lot of products that make it look curly like yours. And because it's not the average black hair in the 80s and 90s, their hair was just like poof.
It was no products, just pick it out.
Well, you had products, but sometimes you just, they put spray on there with the all sheen. They had products. Okay. But I'm just saying they didn't put it in these a lot of people didn't wear it in these little curls.
Do you ever think that can you see yourself not using heat again? Just washing your hair and letting it go.
I couldn't just wash my hair and let it go. Well, I wouldn't want to wash my hair and just let it go.
Okay.
I just like for it to be casual.
Okay. When was your first relaxer? Do you remember
Yes,
the
I
event?
do. Yes, I do. I was 18 when I had my first relaxer, and it was at a beauty shop, and it was by an older lady, and she told me that you can't use a blow dryer or curling irons with it, and so it was a hot mess. And when I came home, and I was like, I don't understand why I can't use a curling iron and do these type of things, because she set in it and it looked really firm. That's the best way I could say it. And then I found out from some of the other places that did hair that you can do that. You can blow dry your hair. You can curl it. You can treat it like just regular, regularly pressed hair. So I went to a different location and they proved it to me and I enjoyed it. And then after that, I had my first home perm done by my husband. So I was about 18.
So when you first got your first relaxer, did you notice a difference in change in your hair? How did you wear your hair before you got your first relaxer, and what made you want to get a relaxer?
Well, the same person that pressed my mother's hair pressed my hair, and my aunt, her aunt, my great aunt, and it was really straight. But when I put the relaxer in there, I noticed it felt harsh. You had to constantly try and keep it moisturized. So that's a big difference. Well, even today, when I relax my hair, I have to constantly keep some kind of oil or some kind of lubricant on there to make it shine, versus when I pressed my hair, it was really soft.
Okay, so I have a question. As you all are both mothers, when it came that time and your children wanted to get a relaxer, what were your thoughts on that? Did you have any kind of, grandmother, did you have any kinds of thoughts with her wanting a relaxer?
No, I did not, because when I have 3 girls, and once they got to be teenagers, they wanted to do their hair themselves. So I don't know. You were 18, but she got married at 19. So when did you get your first relaxer? 18. So who was doing? Oh, my aunt.
I was Sweeten, Georgia, but and Bessie did
But
it
but
before me.
my aunt, who's deceased now, as of last year, she was really she was a beautician. So was I. So I did press their hair the same way, and then when I didn't have time to do it, my aunt would do it for them, all 3 girls. But
And I learned how to do it too. So I would do my sister's hair, press their hair.
yeah,
So when we started to want to,
Now, I never
do you
pressed your
remember?
hair.
Do you remember as us growing up? Did we ever mention anything about our hair and
You wanted to wear your hair down, but y'all had wavy, curly kind of hair that would draw up, so I didn't want it down all the time, so I would let it hang down for Easter. And I never pressed your hair, so when you were about 9 or 10, then I tried my first kitty relaxer on you all, and just for leaving it like 5-10 minutes to loosen it up at that point. And then when y'all were about 13, y'all wanted to do your own hair as far as combing it and whatnot too.
So I had a question. Do you feel like being natural, does it give some sort of identity? Like wanting your hair, do you think that wanting your hair straight or having your hair straight takes away from you being black? Or do you think that having your natural hair untreated with chemicals give you more black identity?
no, I don't have a problem with either way, because like I said, when I was a young woman, I thought we were both black women and men too, and we did what everybody else was doing. It was a time. And after, in the 80s, and if you look at some old movies, I mean, they would have an afro, the bigger it was, and the blow dryer and the picks and all that stuff, the cooler you thought you were. And like the platform shoes and the big afro and I forget those kind of leisure suits, all that was in the 80s. The 70s and the 80s, that was it. And then you didn't feel that, you felt proud of yourself.
Yeah,
I'm trying to answer your
Yeah.
question. You didn't think you was trying to do you weren't ashamed of your identity, your race by not wearing the afros, but that changed. That the time changed, so we went away from the afros. Most black women wanted their hair put those relaxers in, and so it's just what you want for yourself. That's what I want for myself.
It seems like nowadays in the workplace, though, afro, I mean, especially in the military, we can't wear our hair in an
Right.
afro.
Well, and that goes if you go for an interview. If you I don't care how many college degrees. Some places you go. I haven't experienced it, but you just wouldn't go in with a real big old afro. I don't think if you wanted a prestigious job. But then some jobs, as long as you're neat and keep it like hers or like yours. So depending on how you talk, I don't care if you can be whatever shade of black you off. It's how you present yourself. And that's how I feel. Did I answer your question?
Yes. Being relaxer free.
Not if I'm healthy.
Why not? I just want to know, like, because in these hair groups, you'll see a lot of people. Some people say that they don't think people with certain textures can be natural, but I've seen people with coarse texture, tight kinky curls flourish and have hair down to here. So, what is your reasoning for not wanting to go relaxer free?
Well, for one, as long as I'm healthy, I don't want to risk going bald to start fresh. Because you would have to cut out all your relaxer.
Right.
Well, there's a new thing going on, Mom, with transitioning, and that's what I did. And well, Tammy never really transitioned, but like myself, I transitioned for 7 months, let my hair grow without getting a relaxer, and then yes, I did cut it. But as you can see, it is growing back, bigger than ever.
Excuse me, may I ask you a question? Since
Yes.
you're a military, this is acceptable?
Well,
The wear when you're on active duty?
I am active duty.
I know you're active duty, but I mean when you go to work.
Well, I could wear my hair like this because it's not touching my collar, and it's not the way it is right now. It's not past the 3 inches of bulk
But you cannot wear yours. It's,
like this. No,
it has to be more.
but I
professional.
wear my hair. I wear my hair pinned back in a bun for work, and then on the weekends I wear it out. For the military, it can't be 3 inches wide. So like my hair right now.
So
is
how do you wear
and I
yours?
can get my cap on.
So how do you when you go to work?
I usually put it in a ponytail.
Would you ever consider cutting it real low like that mall I was talking about, and I don't know her name? Cut it low like a man, you know, like.
Well, I did have mine very low.
Yeah, I know when
Yeah.
you went to Afghanistan, you had it cut real low.
I wouldn't do it as a style. I'm considering cutting it because I got heat damage, caused to my hair, so I'm thinking about cutting it again to start over. But I wouldn't keep it short, just because I don't think I look great with short hair.
That's why I wouldn't want to cut it off to start over.
But you can grow it out. But you don't want to
Well,
go through the
since this
transition.
interview is almost over, I would like to turn to you, daughter, and ask you, would you wear your hair like this?
If I could turn like that right now without cutting anything, I'd love it.
But you can. That's what we're saying. You
Mom,
can transition.
I
Well,
say you go
your
on
hair
this
can
challenge.
break.
It depends on what you do with it. You have to moisturize it.
Well, I have to cut this interview
Yes.
short because I need to go.
Well, we obviously
That feels
have
like
a
right.
lot more questions. This could go on forever, but I wanted to say thanks to my grandma for coming and talking to us. She has a lot of wisdom. And my mom, my little cousin is camcordering, so yeah, she can't talk. But thank you for recording. Tammy, we'll see you guys later. Video recorder, we need a power off. Peace out. Bye. See you guys later.
Bye-bye.